The best moment for me was the 200-metre final. It was my second race, and it was the only race that I had another GB team member lining up on the line with me. And that member just happened to be my best friend, Melissa Nichols. The biggest moment of your life when you're sharing it with someone who's really, really important to you. And it was just so nice to have her there, so we were going around and you were shaking people's hands, and you know, and obviously being on the podium, that's just something else. That having 80,000 people singing the national anthem with you is just absolutely mind-blowing. I probably started suffering when I was probably hit my teens, so it was in secondary school, and I think at that age you're quite conscious of it as well. I mean, it's something that's affected my whole family anyway, so like my brother had really bad acne when he was little, my little brother's just going through it now, so it's not something uncommon. I knew it was going to come, but still, especially with being the only girl in the family, you're kind of like, oh, it's not nice to look at, it makes you feel very self-conscious. I think the thing that got to me most at London was, you know, there were so many supportive people proud of what I did, but there were a lot of comments on, you know, she's an athlete, how can she have bad skin? And it's hard to explain to some people that I might be on the best diet that I can, and I might do all these different things, but sometimes it's just something that you can't do anything about. And I will admit, it doesn't look extremely good on an athlete. It makes you look kind of a little bit unhealthy and a bit like you shouldn't be there. So the comments kind of got to me a little bit there, because that was the one thing that everyone seemed to pick up on. And especially, you know, like you're going down red carpets and things like this, you want to always look your best, and if it's really bad, then it's hard to cover up. I'm not a massive beauty buff. I live on the track, so if I'm just out on the track, then there's no need for makeup because it's all going to sweat off anyway. But you know, I like to just, you know, I'm a girl, so I like to look nice at times, and especially now when you do get to go out and people recognise you, you don't always want to look like you've just rolled out of bed. Makeup's a bigger part now than it was before. Obviously, like I said, I don't wear it when I'm out on the track, but if I go out in town, then you've got to do something. But especially now, like, I don't feel the need to completely layer my skin in makeup, because I don't think it looks that bad anymore. It just looks like everybody else's, which I'm pretty happy with, and it's nice just to have that freedom. I've literally used everything for my skin. I went to the doctor, so they gave me creams and tablets and face washes and all sorts of things to sort it, and nothing worked. It just made it worse, if anything. People recommended just using soap and water, but that just aggravated it more. But everything else just aggravated it, made it sting more and hurt more and look worse, so I just gave up and stopped using everything. When Lustre approached me with this new product, it was, you know, it was just after 2012, so I'd seen what everyone was saying about my skin, and it was like, I need something now that's going to sort this out. I have a list of appearances I need to make and pretty dresses that I can wear, but you don't want to do that and then just be laid in makeup. So I think by that time, I kind of just got desperate, and it was like, I'm going to try anything. If anyone approaches me with absolutely anything, I'll give it a go and see if it works. And luckily, Lustre worked, so that made me happy. I found Lustre really helpful because it was things like I could just go and be doing my emails, or I could be watching a movie or anything and just have it stuck on, and it was just there and you don't know it's there, it's just doing its job. So it was really useful because it was little and you could carry it around, so I could take it to hotels with me and different like track meets and just sit with it on, sit in the car with it on, anywhere. And it was so useful just because sometimes you don't have time to sit for an hour and make that your hour for your skincare. So with this one I could incorporate it with whatever else I was doing. It's made me a lot more confident and a lot more happy with just how I look. I don't feel the need to just plaster makeup on and cover it all up. My acne's definitely kind of almost disappeared. Like, I just keep putting it on every now and then when I get a little flare up, and then it's fine. And yeah, it's definitely changed my life really. Definitely positive and definitely a confidence booster. There's not as many comments about my skin anymore, apart from how nice it looks. I just stick it on a couple of times a week, or if I feel something flaring up, and it's, you know, you can always feel when a spot's coming through. So just use it just to keep maintaining my skin and keeping it nice. I would definitely recommend Lustre Pure Light to everybody. I've already started recommending it to my friends because a few of them suffer with the same problems. Just because it's worked so well for me, and I have pretty bad skin, so I think it can help anybody. I think the thing that people need to remember about acne is it's not anything down to your hygiene or your health. It's nothing like that. It's just something that comes as part of you. So you can't let it knock your confidence, and you've got to just keep going through your daily life. Obviously there's things, people have eczemas and all sorts of different things that makes them look different too, so it's part of you. But there are things that are out there, like Lustre Light, that can help you, and you just have to find that thing and just keep believing and it'll be fine. The device is really easy to use, so this is all I do. And the device is totally hands-free, so I can go about my daily life doing whatever I want.